Right, we are working on language arts, and you need to get out your editing assessment page. That has a little bear on it. It is cute. Here they are. Let's see, what did I do with them? Looks like this. And my friends right now are working on number 1. So that is what we're doing right now. So Mia is sleeping in her crate.
Is she actually sleeping?
She is. She's out.
She's tired. Early from all that. What was she should go sleep at 8 in the morning. But doesn't she like to learn?
Yes, she does.
Yeah, learn to study. We'll sleep. I think she fell asleep because she got bored, right?
She wasn't bored. She just fell asleep because there's no other choice.
I think she got tired.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's begin. Who can tell me a mistake in quickest than a seal? Aluki ran from room to room until she burst outside. So if you remember if you need to get your sheet out with the initial sentence, you could do so. What is one mistake, Jeremiah?
Put S-S-V-E-R.
Good. Is it quickest as a seal or than a seal, or is it quicker than a seal?
Quicker.
Very good. So the EST needs to be changed to ER. Very good, Jeremiah. What is another mistake, boy?
Aluki is supposed to be a capital A.
Very good. Why should that be capitalized, boy?
Because a name is supposed to be a capital.
Why is that?
Because a name.
Yes, a proper noun. Very good. A name is a proper noun which always is capitalized. Very good. Grayson.
Quickest, which is supposed to be quicker. The first letter.
What about it?
It's not capitalized
Why should it be capitalized?
because it's the first word in the sentence.
Very good. So quicker needs to be capital Q because it is the first word in a sentence. There is one more mistake. Luke.
The period.
Very good. Period at the end. Very nice. So, what is the dependent clause in the sentence? Hint. It starts with a conjunction. So, these are things we're going to talk about in more detail. But let's look at the sentence. Quicker than a seal, Aluki ran from room to room until she burst outside. What is connecting two clauses? There is a specific grammatical way we do this. Quicker than a seal, Aluki ran from room to room until she burst outside. Jonathan.
At the comma.
Yes. So that is indicating that there is possibly two clauses, a clause or two sentences within a sentence. So So we have not really talked about the dependent clause, but if we were to look at both quicker than a seal, comma, so we're going to look at that, separate from Aluki ran from room to room until she burst outside. Which one could stand on its own as a sentence? Which has a noun and a verb that could stand alone, dependent, without having the other sentence at all? Grayson.
Lucky ran from room to room until she burst outside.
Beautiful. Is quicker than a seal, is that a complete sentence?
No.
Nope. Very good. So that is a dependent clause, meaning it stands on its own. Very good. So, write Aluki ran from room to room until she burst outside. That is a dependent clause, meaning it's a complete sentence.
Are we on number 2?
Yes. So now we're going to talk about a simple sentence, a compound sentence, and a complex sentence next week. So this is a little review. A simple sentence is a sentence with one clause, one noun, and one verb. So it's just a sentence. Like Aluki ran from room to room until she burst outside. That is a simple sentence. A complex sentence is a sentence with more than one clause that is going to be combined, more likely with a conjunction. What is a conjunction? Jeremiah.
Something that connects two sentences together.
Yes. Can you give me an example of a conjunction? Jeremiah.
And
M. Oh, there goes my clock. So remember the fanboys. Combining sentence using coordinating conjunctions. So we have and, which is correct. We have nor, for, but, or, yet, and so. Those are our conjunctions or fanboys. That goes on top, Lisa. So, when we have a complex sentence, you're going to have, most likely, you're going to have the fanboys in that sentence. And then we have a compound, which is a sentence with more than one noun. So we have compound, complex, and simple. So let's move to 3. Mark the following sentences to show if they are simple, compound, or complex. I'm going to help you with this, so don't worry. We've never worked on this before. This is a review. Don't panic.
I panicked.
Don't panic or sneeze. Just kidding. All right. So friends, we need to move along. So let's work a bit on this. Mark the set. Okay, so Aluki shouted as her huskies floated out to sea. Aluki shouted as her huskies floated out to sea. Is that a complex, compound, or simple? X, C, or S? S, C, or X? Aluki shouted as her huskies floated out to sea. Are there more than one noun in this sentence? Jonathan.
Simple?
The hint is, are there more than one nouns? What are the two nouns in the sentence? M.
Has P down C?
What about a lookie? So there's three. I mean, there's more than one. So yes, that would be a complex.
What do you do on the-
So you put an X. She tipped up the littlest bowl and she drank every drop. Is there a fanboy in this sentence?
Yes.
Yes.
Does anybody remember which one involves a fanboy? Jonathan?
And
Yes. So what kind of sentence would that be?
compound?
Yes. Very good. So a C. She tried the middle bed with the furry fringe cover, but she sank down so far that she could hardly breathe. That's a long sentence. Compound, simple, or complex? Do you see a fanboy involved in this sentence? Which one? Which word? Which fanboy is present? Yes. So what does that make this? A compound. Very good. So a C again. A lookie was asleep before she could take her boots off. Are there more than one noun in this? Is there more than one noun in this sentence?
Yes.
I'm giving you hints. So what would that make this? Wensheen? Yes, so you would have an X. We gotta get going. Time flies when you're having fun. All right, Baby Bear saw that her boots had disappeared. Luke? Yes, very good. S. So we are going to have to, let's talk about adjectives. You guys are all, what is an adjective? Let's review real quick. What's an adjective? Does it describe a verb or a noun? Yes. All right, so we have to go down to our lockers and we're going to come back in because you have, actually, let's put our crates in the front. The crates have got to go to the front of the room. Let's see that now, please.
Oh, she woke up. Mia woke up.
That's all right.
Mia's the world's cutest thing.